Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura, aka Perplexed TC. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. And I had received some news this morning. Hey Denise, I had received some news this morning that a certain somebody is, I guess, going with plan B and putting out stuff that I've said about people over the last 2 years or whatever. So I really felt the need that I had to address it. And this live is not going to be like my normal live. It might get a little deep. I'm not going to say any of this again. It's only going to be a one-time thing. Share the video with Clue, QB, whoever you want. But again, anything said today, I will never address again. But I do feel it needs to be addressed. So let's do it.
5 years gone, dust on that old screen. You froze my face in your favorite bad dream. Type my name like a curse in your chat. You hit report, now you can't take it back. I said I'm sorry till my throat went numb. You want a time machine, I got a bigger drum. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. You clip that call like a relic on a wall. Tell the same old tale just to feel 10 feet tall. Yeah, I was wrong and I wore that blame. But you need my sin more than I need my name. I did my growing while you froze in place. You're still screaming yesterday right into my face. Oh yeah, we do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Print my past on a plastic flag, wave it around like you called me back. You want me cracked, want me scared, I'm too far gone, I'm too repaired. We do not care, say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care, got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer, keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Hey, do not care. You got my name in your mouth like a habit. Refresh, reload, you can't kick it. Type tough, all caps, then you play victim. You love the fire, but you fake the blister. Say I'm the villain, say I cross lines, but you keep clicking every damn time. If I'm so toxic, why you still here? Why you keep poking the same old bear? Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a show. Hate me, replay me, you still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? The hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. your mess on a bigger stage. I'm that bad, why you share my face, why you build cloud off the clips you hate. You need me trending more than I need you. That's the part that kills you, cause you know it. You gotta shut up, you can't act up. Call me a monster, the fit for a show. Hate me, replay me, still make me cry. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Gotta shut up. Pick a side and shut up. You call me every name you can spit and cry when your crew starts to split. If I'm that dangerous in your mind, why you standing in my sightline? You want me gone, you want me on, you can't decide. Pick one or be quiet. Pick a side and shut up. You can't ever call me a monster, then beg for a shot. Hate me, replay me, you still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Pick a side and shut up. Pick a side and shut up. Yeah. Pick a side and shut up. Or just shut up.
Hey, what's up? All right. So we're just going to get right into this because I got a lot to say, and I've been thinking about this for a while. So I got a message this morning that, all right, let me back up. So this morning, Queen Bee, I was working. Queen Bee was covering Britney's live from yesterday. So I happened to go in there and I was listening. And if it wasn't for Britney blaming me, accusing me, all of that, I probably wouldn't have even cared. But QB has a much larger audience than I do. So if a lot of lies are being spread, yes, I'm going to go in the chat and try to correct them. My haters that are in there, doesn't matter. But there are a lot of subscribers in there that we share. And I honestly don't think QB would even care. But then haters come in. Haters that start accounts 10 minutes prior. Now, as a creator on panels, she's not exactly going to be able to check all that. And they know that. So you get a bunch of people and, a bunch of assholes all of a sudden come in together, and it's hate central. And one thing I've always given QB credit for is, one thing I've always given QB credit for is not falling into the asylum of trolls. She usually ignores it. And I also want to give a shout out to Jay Fox and Pecan. I know Jay Fox I met through Granny's Watching. And then Pecan I know through QB. They were on top of it. And I thank them for that. But there are so many fucking rumors and lies that go on. And it's like, because I don't want to go, I don't want to spend my days going through a ton of shit to prove this and prove that and prove that. I got no time for that. My whole goal is not to do that in life. I never really did it on YouTube. I'm not going to start now. But it's like we were all getting along fine. Even people that didn't like me were just ignoring me, which is fine. But I feel like sometimes people forget this is YouTube. People should be able to go wherever they want to go as long as they're respectful. You know, like when I got blocked in Clues, I got blocked in Clues because Wispy lied. And it was no way to defend myself. So it was just like, all right, no problem. So then you have people in QB, and I put this out there before. So you would think, because I've been asking for it for a couple of years, please show me where I'm such this heavy liar. Because somebody tried to say that to QB today, and I thought it was interesting. Because someone said something about lying, and QB's like, how, what? And then she said it. She's like, what are you talking about? Hey, East Coast, they manipulate a narrative and then run with it. And not everybody can handle the truth, and not everyone sees it the way they do. But I've been asking for years, if I'm such a liar, where are the videos? I'm not talking the little clips here and there. That's not what I'm talking about. And when I say little clips, you know, altered clips or one little clip out of a huge context of stuff. So if I'm such a liar, then where is all this proof that's not one little tiny clip manipulated? You would think that there would be video after video after video of actual lies, not Laura changed her mind on something or Laura admitted she got it wrong, which happens. That's not a lie. A lie is when I lied originally about CPS. That was a lie. Okay? That was a blatant fucking lie. But these people act like I do that all the time. No. And I went through playlists. I went through one win, call it as I see it. I don't see all these lies that they run around saying. So I'd love to fucking see them. And in these playlists, you know what I saw? Clips. Little tiny clips of me getting pissed off and countering back at something. Most of one wins, all of one wins, are years old. I don't remember what the context was. But one very nasty bitch this morning puts out a video and says what Laura really thinks of Clue. Let me tell you why this really bothered me. A, Clue's mom is in ICU. I can assure you, drama is the last motherfucking thing she's thinking of. The fact that you did this knowing her mom's in ICU, and if you don't know her mom's in ICU, then you're disgusting and you shouldn't be trying to stick up for her anyway. So I'm getting to that East Coast. But the fact that you put this out coming from a person who has made hate videos on QB, made hate videos on Clue, made hate videos on GW, made hate videos on Alicia, made hate videos on MM, Diane. I mean, Wendy, is there anyone you haven't made a hate video on? Just asking for a friend. But it's okay for you to change your mind on somebody, but nobody else. I don't understand why you're even putting this out. No, to be honest with you, I haven't even looked. I don't even know your point in putting this out other than you're just such a hateful cunt that your plan A didn't work, so now you're going to turn to plan B? Wendy, I've never done a fucking thing to you, ever. I could see if I did something to you. I've never even done anything to you. That's what a miserable fucking bitch you are. And all you little clan over there want to use CPS. That's the reason. Bitch, you don't even fucking like MM. So stop with the CPS excuse. You don't like MM. You don't like Alicia. You went after Alicia for God knows how long. So let's stop the bullshit of everyone's so righteous but me. Go fuck yourself. But more importantly, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to deny that a year ago I didn't like Clue. I'm not going to deny it. Whether you put that out or not, I don't think it was a fucking secret. And to tell you the truth, I don't think she gave a fuck. I don't think she gives a fuck now. But that goes back to my old thing. I could still like someone, whether they like me or not, doesn't matter to me. But a lot of people have told me, hey, give her a chance. You might like her. Give her a chance. The girl that bought her candles said, give her a chance. So Wendy V has this written as 6 months ago. How do I already know that's bullshit? I didn't watch the whole video. I watched a minute, like the first minute. How do I already know that's bullshit? Because the very first thing that I say in it, and I do believe it's clipped together, but the very first thing I say in it is, I think Clue is trash. She fucking goes after Britney every day. I wouldn't say that 6 months ago because I was going after Britney already. That had to be 8 or more months ago. Because again, I wouldn't have said that if I wouldn't have made it an issue that she was going after Britney if I was going after Britney. So right there, there's bullshit right there. I'm going to say this again for the final time. I never, and I mean never, used my daughter's name to troll, ever. I have no problem owning my shit. I have no problem owning things I say, what I do wrong. I'm not owning something that I didn't do based on fabricated fucking screenshots. I've already proven they're fabricated. The only proof they had that this was real was a picture of my candles that say Intrepid Candle Company. I never said I didn't have an Instagram. I never said I was an Intrepid Candle Company. I never had the Intrepid Candle Company. It just said Intrepid Candle Company. But regardless, I am tired of creators giving any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Any kind of validation to these assholes and not asking for proof. Even if they're your friends, just ask for proof of things. But they will, though, Lacey Ann. They will. But they will when creators stop allowing them to just run with whatever fucking narrative they choose to run with. QB accused me this morning of, what was it? Of saying something about she hits her children or that she choked out her children. I specifically remember sticking up for QB and saying not to say that kind of shit. If I was mad at some point and said it at some point, okay, I was pissed off and I said it. But I also stuck up for her a lot. I stuck up for her against Sinner, but more importantly, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I have stuck up for her. I did. Thank you, Lacey. And that's what I'm saying. Queen, as an example, she don't like you, so she's going to believe everything. And I get that, but I don't really like her either, and I don't do that. You know, I'll go back to people were questioning me and have such an issue with things I said. I didn't tell an abused victim they should get beat by their boyfriend. I didn't call Jones's kid a fuck stick. You know what I'm saying though? Like, we all make our mistakes. We've all fucking said shit we shouldn't have said. We absolutely have. Every single one of us has. And here's my thing on that, Samantha. Don't you think if I had, it would have been everywhere? Look at the haters now. Don't you think that would have been put out by now? I can't breathe without somebody grabbing it. I can't breathe without somebody making a video of it. So to think that that wouldn't have been caught if it was me, absolutely would have been out there. Because I know that there are tons of videos of everything I've ever said, everything I've ever done. They make up shit. It's fake shit, real shit, doesn't matter. I fought with Sinner over that. And I said on my live multiple times, people even said to me, why are you sticking up for her? Why are you sticking up for her? Why are you going to stick up for her? She don't like you. And I agree with you, Sam. Totally agree. And the fact that there is no video of it out there tells me I'm going to stick with what I say. And do I remember everything I ever said when I'm fighting with someone? Fuck no. Yeah, Sinner has lied about it from day one. Now, I tell you what I would say. If she just went on a rant about me and I said something in retaliation, that may have happened. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. But I do remember specifically being on my panel and sticking up for her more times than she's ever stuck up for me. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Does that mean I never spoke shit about her? Absolutely not. Does it mean that we got to be besties? Absolutely not. Are we different people? Absolutely. Do I hate her? No, I don't. Do I not like some of the things she's done and said? Of course. And that goes vice versa. But I feel like people are expecting more out of me than they're ever going to get, if that makes sense. I don't see anybody else being held to a fire the way I am. Not even Brittany. I don't see. What I do see is people from the past. That was years ago. It doesn't matter what was said 3 years ago. It's only matter, what you said recently. Granny says it all the time. Granny has changed. Well, she's not the only one that's changed. And, in all fairness, I see a lot of people not allowing Granny to change. I see the same shit, some of the same people that go after her also come after me. And it seems like all of a sudden there's an influx of me and Granny. And it feels like, and I don't want anyone to take this wrong, and I mean this, but it's gotten to the point, this is not my problem anymore. This is your problem, meaning the haters. You're holding on to stupid shit from years ago. Stop making it everybody else's fucking problem. That's your issue. Wendy V, this is your issue. You guys, I guarantee you don't even know why you're so fucking hateful. I've never done a goddamn thing to 99% of you. But because I won't ever kiss your motherfucking ass, all of a sudden I'm hated? And all of a sudden you all band together with these troll accounts. And believe me, it's not just you guys. I am 100% convinced there's a whole nother party doing some of the trolling. And it's the same person who I've mentioned before. Let's just say she's friends with JLR. I'll leave it at that. Because unlike Brittany, I'm not going to name anybody and call them out. But in my opinion, some of the trolling that's being done isn't Wendy V style. Like the shit that went on last night in Brittany's, that's not really Wendy V style. But what I don't get is what is their purpose? What is your fucking point? And you can put out, let me just say, you can spend every fucking waking minute putting out everything I ever said about someone. I don't care. I have too much of a life to give a fuck. And I don't know if your whole purpose is to, oh my God, she said this, she said that. We all talk shit. Clue is mature enough, literally mature enough, to know that we all talk shit. All these people have spoke a lot of shit about me too, but you don't see me crying about it. You don't see me whining about it. Thank you, Denise. BJ, you have more of a chance winning the lotto than Laura's trolling your sorry ass with these nasty comments too, Denise. Like I didn't even know a father's name. And then there was somebody that was in QB's live, Mel something. He used to support Diane and Wendy. I mean, which says volumes. But he said to her, and I thought this was funny, he's been tracking my lies since 2018. Well, that's funny because I wasn't even in the fucking community in 2018. So how you tracking my lies from 2018? But that's how these people lie. They can support a St. Jude scammer. That they'll support. But me, they just want to make up lies. Okay, do what you got to do. I will never apologize for things I say on the internet unless someone comes to me and say, hey, that really hurt. Okay, I'm sorry. But some of these people hold these deep-seated hatred for years. That's not my problem. Stop making it my fucking problem. And stop making it a community problem. The one thing that this certain troll likes to do, or a couple of her and her buddies like to do, her husband, her best friend, they like to cause issues. They like to stir up hate. They like to cause problems. I have never been that kind of troll in my entire fucking life. I can't even say I troll. I have alt accounts. There's a big difference. I know that I am not perfect at all. I will never be perfect. But I stand on what I do, and I stand on what I say. If you don't like me because I made a mistake 5 years ago and you can't get over that, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Because I see you forgiving tons of other people for just as bad as shit. Lots of CPS calls were made back in the day. The only difference is I admitted it. Don't hear anyone else admitting it, but yet there was still a lot of calls to be made between Granny and Brittany. CPS was called on both of them. So who did it? Who knows? And when I say Brittany, I don't mean recently, I mean back in the day. So how come everyone is forgiven even though they don't know who it is? Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what people did back then. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not making an excuse for it. But I've seen rapists get out of jail faster and be forgiven faster than I am. And again, that doesn't mean you have to like me. That doesn't mean you even have to watch me. But A, don't be running fucking lies about me, which they all seem to do so easily. But more importantly, it's been 5 years. If you can't move on after 5 years, and now you have so much fucking hate, and I did nothing to you. I'm not even talking MM. Let's put her aside. I'm talking everyone else. All this fake outrage for people that don't even like MM. All this, oh my God, she's a CPS caller, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of CPS callers. Again, I just happen to admit it, which is more than most can say. Of course she never felt bad about the St. Jude money. She pulled a, I'm not involved. I wasn't involved. Laura, you even said I wasn't involved. No, I don't remember saying that, Wendy. Oh, but I'm such a liar, remember? So you can't pick and choose what I say that's truthful, Wendy. If I'm the biggest liar that ever existed, then I guess that must be true. So no, I never said it. I mean, there you go, Wendy. I don't hold anybody to a fire from 5 years ago. I don't care if I just found out. Clue has said vile shit. Queen Bee has said vile shit. Has done vile shit. Granny has done and said vile shit. How come I'm the only one that's still held to that fire? Nobody else is held to that standard. Why? Why? Jonesin has done and said vile shit. Galera has done and said vile shit. Turtle Boy has done and said vile shit. How come it's only me that's held? Yeah, why isn't anybody grilling Clue on B's panel? She said almost the same fucking things I did. Instead of saying the kids were fat, she said the kids were ugly. Or she said the kids were ugly. How come there's no grilling of Clue? And I don't know if there was when it happened, but how come everybody else is allowed to be forgiven? How come everybody else can move on from their past? Clue said it. Yes, Clue said a lot of shit. Exactly. Ding, 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 ding. That's my whole point, Lacey Ann. Lacey Ann said because they like Clue, which goes back to my original point. Stop using all this fake outrage just because you don't like me. Because other people that you do like say the same things and nobody questions it. And Lacey, I'm glad you got it because that's exactly what I'm saying. And again, you don't have to like me. And it's okay if you don't like me. But you don't have to lie about me either. And you don't have to have this fake fucking outrage. And you also don't have to allow these 10-minute trolls in your chat. Last night was the best example that I have ever seen. The best example I've ever seen. And that is, Brittany really wasn't even talking about me. She really wasn't. She was blaming me here and there, but when you look at the chat, the only reason I was even being brought up was because of Lovey, did you miss the beginning of this? Maybe you missed the beginning. I think you may have missed the beginning. I'm not talking shit on Clue at all. There was info that was put out from a year ago of my haters trying to get Clue to hate me because I changed my mind about Clue. So you may not have seen the beginning. So you have to hear the whole thing. But I understand why you might come in and say that, but you got to hear the whole thing. So, and now I forgot where I was. Don't get that rumor started. That's what I'm saying. All right, now I forgot what was the last thing I said. What was the last thing I was saying? Now I totally got sidetracked. People can't handle your better mother BJ, so now it's like stepped into overdrive and going in chats. I know, it's insane. What was I going? What was the last thing I said? I forgot. Oh, no, I think I was with Brittany. Was it Brittany? Fuck, I totally forgot. I literally totally forgot. I totally forgot. Yeah, I don't remember where I was. Trolls and me. That's what I thought I was. I wasn't sure though. All right, Mischief. Thank you. I thought that's where I was. So these trolls come into Brittany's chat. Brittany was barely even speaking of me. They come into Brittany's chat and they start just ranting about me. Brittany has never seen them before. And this was after Brittany said, hey, Jill, this is after Brittany says, oh, I want to, one win. And she's given this whole I'm a victim speech about I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. And now everyone's going after Robbie and people are going after this one. Bitch, nobody's going after any of them. But I guess Brittany wants new people and Brittany wants to latch on to that. So she thinks all these people that talk shit about her all of a sudden are good people. So this chat, these people come into her chat, rude as fuck. All about Laura. Brittany's pretty much ignoring it. She's talking to reality. And Amanda T, if you guys remember from my live last night, world's biggest troll, but Amanda T entertains them. And even people that watch her, have said to me today, who were those people? Those are all new people. I'm like, yeah, they're fake accounts. Same ones that went into QBs today. And so they had kept pushing the limit over and over and over until somebody acknowledged them. So then Amanda T acknowledged them. And then Brittany finally acknowledged them. So once Brittany acknowledged them, it took off from there. Then all of a sudden, another one came in and another one came in. And then the hateful shit started. Laura's, I don't know, something was said about her father-in-law, whatever. I was live at the time. It's not even like I wasn't, I was literally fucking live at the time that happened. But of course, they did exactly what they did at Queen Bee's today. Let's infiltrate. Nobody's going to check because they don't like Laura. We're going to infiltrate and we're going to get people to side with us. Because again, their first tactic didn't work. Their first tactic failed miserably. They thought that if they teamed up with Brittany, everyone would turn their hate from Brittany to me and then they would get whatever they wanted. Well, that didn't work out for them. So now they're on tactic number 2. Let's go ahead and let's make these people hate Laura by we're going to troll her. We're going to inadvertently stick up for Brittany, but we're never going to be in Brittany's chat. We're not going to watch her. But we're going to make people think that we are. Hence the troll accounts. Notice none of them are in Brittany's under their real accounts. Because it's not about Brittany. It's about me. And I almost feel like one thing I will say about Clue doesn't like any of them. She doesn't like Wendy V. She doesn't like fucking MM. She doesn't like listening to them, and either does her chat. It's probably why I enjoy watching Clue. And besides, she's entertaining, but I'm just saying, it's probably one of the reasons I like her more than anyone else. Well, not GW, but we go back and forth. But you know what I mean. And Clue doesn't say anything bad about me at all. I just don't understand why these people have to go into every fucking chat trying to bash me. Look, here's the deal. And I've said this and I thought we were past this, but I guess not. And I know, I think I said this to Granny about Natasha like years ago. If I'm so horrible, then why do you need to constantly tell people how horrible I am? And I mean that. If I'm so horrible, then wouldn't these people figure it out on their own? I'm just curious. Wouldn't they figure it out on their own? But you guys, not you guys, haters, are trying so fucking hard to paint a narrative of somebody I'm not. Why? Because you're afraid people are actually going to fucking like me? Because you are worried that people may see the real me and actually like me? And then it really kills your fucking narrative. Because that's truly what I think it is. Because I can assure you, the people that I truly see are scum, people are going to figure that out. They don't need me and a band of people going into everywhere that somebody might be to tell someone how horrible they are. No. So you obviously don't think I'm so fucking horrible, or you wouldn't be feeling the need to bash everywhere I go with a bunch of fucking lies. There is one person that goes into Clue's chat and is always like, Laura this, Laura that. One of the accounts he got right. One of them he got wrong. And I think Tara Boom told him that. Like, that's not Laura. But why do you feel the need to constantly call me out? Am I bothering you? No. You're not even a member of hers. I could see if you were like a diehard of hers, or like Patty or something like that, or one of her mods. You're not even a fucking member. And you're sitting there calling me out like, oh, Laura this, Laura that. Am I bothering you, dude? Like, I don't fucking do anything. Okay, that is my whole point. My entire point. And I agree with you. And I feel the same way about Granny. Granny, if anyone that knew Granny from 4 years ago, 3 years ago, can see how much she's changed and how much she's grown up. If nothing else, I was going to say custody fight, this lawsuit has matured her a lot. Anyone that knows Granny before and after can see that. And I can give her credit for that. But she's not the only one that's grown. She's not the only one that's changed. But you need to give people room to show that. And I feel like now that people are acknowledging that Granny has changed a lot and that Granny is a different person, I see tons of people trying to pull her down. Pull her down. Even yesterday. Why is Jones going through Granny's money? I don't get that. She's not asking for $200,000. She is in the middle of a lawsuit. She doesn't make $10,000 a week. It is different. Another thing with Granny that a lot of people just may not realize, Granny has one of the tightest motherfucking communities I've ever seen. She is the only person I know that has mods from when I was hanging out with her 3, 4, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. She still has all her mods. Jill, Gary, Megan. That's pretty impressive. And even names that I see are some of the same names that she had 4 years ago. And when you do an overall look, yeah, that's mostly the same people who stuck by her through thick and thin. So she does have a very, Christine Pristine, yes. She has a tight-knit, strong community, and that's awesome. And because of that tight-knit community, they have helped her move on. They've helped her mature and grow. And don't get me wrong, guys, my community has too. Don't get me wrong. But one thing I think that people may not realize, and no offense to anybody, I'm not for most 30-year-olds. I'm way past that. And nor do I claim to want to hang out or know most 30-year-olds, subscriber-wise. And there is a whole audience out here that are not in their 30s, that are more 40s, 50s, and up, and would rather have someone older. Hence where I come in. But everyone seems to think like I want to grab onto the younger crowd. No, not at all. I don't have any. I've already been there. I got nothing in common with the 30-year-old. A lot of Granny's crowd is Granny's crowd for a reason, because they're still in their 30s. I'm not there. I don't want to be there. So I just want to clear that up too. Except Gary. Gary's like 70. He's awesome. I love Gary. Always have. I think Gary's great. I always thought Gary was her grandfather for a while. But he's great. But you know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, Gina. And I just think I know, I love Gary too. Any creator, any creator, unless you're a fucking asshole, should be able to go in anybody's chat, especially creators, and not have to deal with bullshit. Queen Bee should be able to go to anyone's chat in this community and not have an issue. Granny, myself, nonsense, Jonesin, doesn't matter. We all share subscribers. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're not allowed in this chat. It's fucking YouTube. There's no reason why any creator can't be in anyone's chat. If they choose to leave, they choose to leave. But I mean, if you really don't like someone, you're not going to be in their fucking chat anyway. But it's one of the things that I just, like, I'm not afraid to go places. I'm not afraid to stand up and say, hi, here I am. I'm not. If I'm blocked, I'll use an alt account. But for the most part, I'm not afraid to show my face. I've owned the shit I've done. Oh, it's okay, Lovey. Lovey, I actually started this out with, I can't even believe that somebody dropped a video today, trying to get Clue involved. I'm like, do you not know Clue's mom is in the ICU? I am the last motherfucking person this woman is thinking of, and Drama's the last person she's thinking of. And I cannot even believe that you did this today. But since you did, I'm going to address it. Oh no, you're fine. It just, I saw that you did it 5 hours ago. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're disgusting. But I felt like I had to nip it in the bud first. Yeah, it was horrible. Like, why would you do this today? You are fucking gross. I mean, we all watched it go down on a live yesterday. Like, we watched it. We heard it. It was horrible. So, yeah, Wendy V dropped a video this morning. This is where all this started from. Dropped a video this morning. This is what Laura thinks of Clue. It's from, she said 6 months ago, but it's not. It's from longer than that because I mentioned Brittany. But what do you think that's going to do? And why would you drop that today? If you didn't know her mom was in the hospital, then you have no fucking business trying to get her to hate me because of your fucking sick hate endeavor. You know, Queen Bee said it best the other day. We all talk shit. We've all talked shit about people. We all talk shit about each other. We all get mad and fight. Thank you, Hugh. I appreciate that. I'm glad someone sees it. I appreciate that. Exactly. Everyone deserves the room to grow. This is dumb. Nobody here is an angel. And that's the other thing. Everybody is trying to portray that I am so bad and everyone else is a fucking angel. And that's why I said we've all done stuff. And the one thing I'm not going to do, like even Patreon said to me, do this, this, and this. I have zero desire to spend my days going through clips, going through videos, going through shit. I have no desire to do so. I could find videos of everybody talking shit about everybody. I could go through everybody's channel and clip things out of context. And right now, the Hate Laura campaign is in full force. And that's why I wanted to address this now. If people can't see how much I've changed, then again, that's a them problem. Because I know I've changed. And now I haven't changed who I am, but I've definitely changed. I've definitely grown. I've definitely grown up. And I know that sounds weird because I'm not like 12, but I mean grown up as far as fighting with people, not popping off at the mouth as easily as I used to, taking other people's feelings into consideration before I pop off, that kind of stuff. But one of the things that got me hated in the first place was that I won't bow down and I will own it. If I said something that hurt you, I'm sorry. I may not even remember saying it. But that should be enough. I shouldn't have to relive every fucking mistake I ever made over and over and over and over and over and over. That's a you problem, not a me problem. If I've honestly apologized from the heart, sincerely, and you can't accept it, then that's on you. Again, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. And everyone says, well, you know, it wasn't 5 years ago. It came out 2 years, whatever. That's the only fucking thing that people hold on to. What would you guys do if I didn't have that? If I didn't admit to it, if it didn't come out? But at the end of the day, it was almost 6 years ago. It was a long time ago. People change. I am a completely different person than I was in 2020. I'm a different person than I was yesterday because every day I grow. Every day I learn. But this hate mob, just because you don't want people to like me or you don't want me to succeed, that's a you problem. Stop making it everybody else's problem. I've seen things come out about people that they still deny. I've seen people deny, and it's still forgiven. I've seen people lie out their ass even when they've been busted, and the proof is out there. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to say this again. You will never hear me say I am motherfucking Teresa. You will never hear me say that I have never done anything. You are never going to hear me say I haven't talked shit about probably every motherfucking creator on this platform. But you know what? Every other creator has also talked shit about me. I just don't hold grudges. All the shit people say, I don't hold grudges. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. You know, people run around horse face. I don't care. I know I look good. I know I'm beautiful. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. No, seriously though. I am perfectly secure in who I am. So if someone has something to say about me, okay. You can have something to say about me. You're entitled to your opinion. It's not my business what you think of me, but okay. You think I'm ugly, you think I'm fat, you want to go on my mom's Facebook and find old pictures. The list is endless. I don't care. What I do care about is people that hate me for all the wrong reasons. Don't hate me because someone else doesn't like me or someone else lies about me. Don't hate me because you heard some twisted story. Get to know me. You might be really surprised at what you find. You might be really fucking shocked that I'm really not Satan. And you might discover maybe she really isn't so fucking bad. Did you see what I said? No, I didn't. A hot second ago. That's it. That's all. Yeah, find out for yourself. Whoever made these YouTube rules, she doesn't have to agree with them. If CPS needs to be called, then so be it. Not her exact words. Yeah, but I admitted that I did it just to get her to shut the fuck up. But, you know, again, there's a lot of context behind that. It's not as simple as how I just put it, like, oh, well, you know, I just wanted to shut the fuck. There's a lot of history and a lot of context behind it. Would I do it again? No. Did I make a mistake 30 seconds after I hung up the phone? Yes. Did I tell people that? Yes. The 3 people that knew? Yes, I did tell them that. They knew I thought it was a mistake. But it was in 2021. We're in 2026. And I really don't believe that all these people hold this grudge about a call that wasn't even about them. And I also don't believe that the person I called on is still holding this grudge about CPS. Because again, if that was the case, then you would shut the fuck up. But considering she's talked about me obsessively for 5 years since then, tells me you're not worried. And I guess that doesn't transfer in words correctly. But again, the people that called CPS on me, I don't talk about. I don't think I've mentioned them ever since. Because I don't want to poke them. What if they call CPS again? I'm not going to poke someone that already called CPS on me. I'm not even going to poke someone that I think called CPS on me, let alone doing it. And these people don't seem to care. Thank you, Miss Bad. Exactly. Okay, that is my point. And that's what I keep trying to get across. And that's why I don't understand why the Laura hate train. I truly need creators that, even if you don't like me, please stop entertaining these fucking trolls that want to say Laura this, Laura that, Laura this. Just don't entertain it. Because 9 out of 10 times they're lying out their fucking ass. And like Queen Bee saying, well, I don't like her, I don't fuck with it. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. You could say that all day long. Just stop entertaining the lies of these fucking trolls, and I will do the same. If someone comes in running their mouth about you, I will gladly delete it. And I could still say, I don't fuck with you, I don't like you, whatever. I mean, I haven't had one in a while, but we used to get them, and I used to delete them. Why? Because we do share subs. And it may not be many, but I guess I just feel like one thing I'm not going to do, I know, I just saw it. I didn't read the whole thing though, but I'll look in a minute. I will never cower down to anybody. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll admit it and move on. But maybe I also expect other people to be like me. I just don't hold grudges. If you apologize to me, or even if you don't apologize, even if you just say, hey, it's cool, let's just move on, I got no problem with that. If it's somebody that I plan on having a real life relationship with, for example, UA lives an hour from me, an hour and a half. I can't say that we're not going to hang out one night, go out, hit Nashville, whatever. That might be a little different because it's going into real life. So I may hold her accountable. She may hold me accountable a little more. But from creator to creator, we don't have to be besties. But I feel like mutual respect from creators has disappeared. Subs that have been around a long time, you know what I'm talking about. We never used to allow bashing of other creators, even if you didn't like them, in chats. I remember that. And even if someone came in like with this vile name, it used to be deleted, even if you didn't like the person. I mean, am I remembering this right, or am I living a fantasy life? Do you guys remember this? Niece, Sammy, do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Because I do feel like I remember it wasn't this crazy. I mean, granted, there were no lawsuits, but it wasn't this crazy. I remember me and Caslin hung out. Whatever happened to her? I think she went to the LCU, right? Didn't she go to the LCU? She was awesome. Oh, I agree. She has no life. I am right, Angel, right? Yeah, because I remember telling my mods, any bashing of another creator, I don't know. I just felt like we had creator respect. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I just feel like now, I mean, everyone should have a place to go, and people should be able to, hate another creator, each other. Yeah, now it's like everyone wants sub poach. Not everybody wants to sub poach, though. people just want to hang out. And in all fairness, is there something wrong with everybody sharing subscribers? And that goes back to what I said earlier. I want to be able to go into chats as me and say hi to people and get along with people and laugh with people, even if I don't like the creator or the creator doesn't like me. And I feel like that's gone now. I feel like, you have all these assholes that, and it's not just me. I mean, it would happen anywhere. But I just feel like we need to get back to, like, I'll give you an example, Granny. So I had gone into Granny's chat under my own name. I didn't know if I was still blocked, and I was blocked. But then she unblocked me. And I know her people, some of her people. I wasn't sub poaching. We were just having a good conversation. And everybody, for some reason, everyone thinks that everyone's out for subs. No. Is there anything wrong with growing? No. But it doesn't have to be hate. It doesn't have to be, well, you can't come in here because we don't like you and blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't even fucking know me. That kind of shit. And I don't want to keep repeating myself. And it's just where my head's been at today. It's after seeing Wendy's dumbass fucking video and, last night what happened. And then today in QB, again, if people think I wrong them, then I'm sorry. If I may have popped off at some point, I'm sorry. Do I remember it? No. Does it mean it didn't happen? No. But I don't remember it. If you can show proof of something, okay. I'm not going to deny it. But I'm also not going to admit to something that I did not do. And there have been tons of fabricated shit. I'm talking over the years, not like in the last day. The person in Britney's last night. I'll give you an example. The person in Britney's last night. And my honesty has got me in trouble. My honesty, a lot of people around here can't fucking handle. And that's a they problem, not a me problem. Because I'm going to be honest regardless. But the person in Britney's chat, last night, the troll, probably the same ones that were in QBs today that, started an account 10 minutes ago and then a bunch of people went or whatever. And Smoke Show, you were there today. You saw what I meant. Thank you, Hugh. And it's true. I forgot you're still up there. I do tell the truth no matter what. And it's cost me a lot to do so, but that's not going to change. And the sad part is I don't ever get credit for that. Nobody ever acknowledges that. They just acknowledge what I said 4 years ago. For example, Britney's chat last night. Britney's chat, this troll came in and said something about how, and this is a perfect example of what these people do. And I'm going to tell the whole story, even though it's been told to ad nauseum, but I'm still going to tell it anyway. Stella, listen up. But they had said, I don't know how it even came up. Laura lied about stealing her son's drugs or whatever. Adderall. She's a drug addict. Okay. Let me explain this. In 2010, maybe? No, it had to be before custody fight. 2008? Yeah, it was 2008. Maybe 2009. But I'm pretty sure it was 2007 or 2008. Brad's son got Adderall. Brad, being the addict that he is, hey, you should try this. Okay. Tried it. Loved it. Went to a doctor. I know I don't need to explain it, but I want to. Go to a doctor. Of course, you had to lie in order to get it. And then 3 years later, I'm in my custody fight. And I'm seeing a shrink because that's what my lawyer advised. And the doctor writes on the thing that I have severe ADHD. And I laughed my ass off. I literally laughed. I said, I faked it in the beginning, but look at that. I actually really do fucking have it. That's the whole story. It's nothing major. It's not anything big. It's not a fucking big deal. It is what it is. But people are twisting it like, oh my God, this is what I'm talking about. People change shit so fucking easily and make an absolute nothing into something. So this troll went through the entire fucking thing stating how, oh, she's a drug addict and she took her kids, and it wasn't even my child, but that's how everything gets twisted. And I don't even understand why people talk about it, remember it. It's not that big of a deal. It was a simple fucking story that I told about ADHD, and that when I first got diagnosed, I didn't think I really had it. But then when I actually went to a real shrink and got diagnosed, I did have it. And I wasn't even there for meds or anything. He wasn't a medicine doctor. He was through my custody fight. So I thought that was funny. I know it's the exact story I've always told. That's what I'm saying. Oh, maybe that's what it was, that I abused Adderall or some shit like that. Any story that I've ever told, you're not going to get a different story. It's going to be the exact same fucking story that I've told to ad nauseum. Nothing's changed. I don't sit up here and fucking lie about my history or stories you're going to get the exact same fucking story you've always gotten. Why? Because stories don't change when it's true. So that's why when people sit there like, oh, she lies. No, you lie about me. You twist things. You make things sound far worse than they ever were. Even the lawyer story. Stella, this one's for you. But again, I don't owe this, but I'm doing it because I want to. There was never a lawyer fund. For the 19th time, 1900th time, CPS was called on my kids with the most disgusting accusation that my son raped his twin sister. That's what cops were here. That's CPS was here. When that was all said and done, the cops in that video, which I showed, the cops in that video said, get an attorney. You can get an attorney in the state of Alabama, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So when I came back online, that's exactly what I wanted to do, was get an attorney. And I said, I really want to get an attorney. This was March of 2020. COVID hit. Everything was closed. By the time I spoke to an attorney, which was April, the courts were still closed. Courts told me that because of the last 2 months, everything was going to be completely backed up. I wouldn't be able to even get in a courtroom until like next year. It was not worth it. It was not worth the hassle. It was not worth what I would get out of it. I don't even know who actually called. The lawyer said, not going to do it. It's pointless. So I came back. I told my audience, it's pointless. I told my mods, there's nothing I could do. That's the entire fucking story. Again, nothing special, nothing changed, nothing out of what I said for the last 100th time I've told the story. That's all there was. But this is what happens when you hear little tiny clips of things, just little tiny clips, and not the whole story. Stella is from the Jerks. She made a comment in, I think, Jones's yesterday or the other day. I think it was yesterday, that she wants to know more about this lawyer story. And I told her, my fundraiser for an attorney. Because we were going to sue. I wanted to sue for fee. I was told, I wanted to, yes. But I was also told that Phoenix can sue, even though he's a minor, that he would be able to file a lawsuit and I would be able to file a lawsuit. But we didn't know who we were filing it against. So regardless, because it was COVID, there was nothing we could do. And the lawyer said I went for a consultation. The lawyer said it's just not worth it. I then asked my community, do you want money back? And they all said no. Take your kids somewhere. I forgot what we did. We went and did something. But that's the whole big lawyer story. And this is what I'm talking about. If people have questions based on other people's rumors, just ask me. I'm an open book. And again, you're not going to get a different story than you got originally. You're going to get the exact same fucking story. So that's why when people say, oh, she lied. No, I really fucking don't. And that's what drives me fucking nuts. And BJ, you sit up here night after night after night after night, crying about being falsely accused, and all you do is falsely accuse me. We can fight, Brittany. We can go head to head. We can call each other names and, do the rounds or whatever. And I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not fighting with you. I feel like you have this band of fucking people that are Laura haters. You don't see me buddying up to Granny and all of Granny's people that hate you saying, come on panel. But you don't see me doing that. I had one person on panel, and that's my mod. And Natasha, but that was different. She didn't even know you. But you know what I'm saying? But you're buddying up with the biggest fucking haters that I have. I'm not doing that to you at all. At all. So again, if you want to come at me or you want to talk shit about me, then do it one-on-one. Stop giving credit to these fucking manipulators and liars. Because I don't do that to you, Brittany. I call you out for what I see. I don't even call you out for stuff that's 5 fucking years ago. Jen, that's exactly right. These stories have been twisted so many fucking times when all people have to do, I'll tell you the original. Nothing's changed. The stories haven't changed. The story with Sage and Brad hasn't. Nothing's changed. I have no problem speaking the truth. And that's why it frustrates the fuck out of me that people are like, she lies, no, you lie. You lie about me. You twist things so it fits your fucking hate narrative. That's not me. Rumors run rampant. It's exactly right. And that's why I'm saying, if someone is iffy about me, then just ask me. My life is not that fucking exciting. I promise you. It's totally not that exciting. She's using her as content because and I agree with that too. And that's what I'm saying though. I don't care if Brittany wants to fight me. Believe me. Let's do it, Brittany. This is easy. But stop getting a band of people behind you to come at me. I don't use other people to go at you. I use what I see. And I use your videos that you just made. I don't go back to Granny. I don't go back 5 years. I don't go back to match up this lie and that lie. And I don't have time for all that. I just work on here and the now and in the present. And you lie a lot now. You have a lot of issues now. But again, Brittany, I used to stick up for you until I saw what was really going on. Now, will I apologize for saying that you're not pregnant? You're just morbidly obese? Okay, I apologize. I believe you're pregnant. You're still morbidly obese, but I believe you're pregnant. So I apologize for that. But like, that's not a lie, Brittany. Me saying that you weren't pregnant, that's not a lie. That's an opinion. And so many people around here interchange lie and opinion. There's a difference between a lie and an opinion. Are my opinions always right? No. There's a lot of times my opinions could be way wrong, but they're still my opinion. But at least they're my own. They're not someone else's opinion. Because there are things like I heard everybody bash her about the comment about reality when she was saying no, people are, she meant it as Lauren, that they're talking about Lauren. I could see that. I can totally see that. Yeah, the whole situation is troubling. The lies are troubling. The fact that she hasn't had prenatal care and her breathing is troubling. But like I said from the beginning, I'm not raising the fucking child. So even if the baby comes out with one arm, I'm not raising them. So that's on her. You know, and that's another thing that got twisted. That I want to see her flush the baby down the toilet. No, that's not what I said. What I said was, if it's true that you didn't tell anybody that you were pregnant for 6 months and your dad found out from online at almost 7 months pregnant, if that's true, then I guess you didn't want to tell anyone you were pregnant and we're going to like flush the baby down the toilet like other people, other cases we've covered. That's what I said. That's a big difference than what you're saying I said. And that's what this community does. They twist shit whenever they want. She was fine with me calling CPS. She even said to her audience, it's been long enough. I forgive her, blah, blah, blah. A year ago, yeah. But now I'm the worst person because it's all they have. I'm with you, Bad Skirt. I think it is a tragedy in the wings. I really, truly do. Play a cup I wanted to play last night. Yeah, that's another thing. Amber, that's a really good point. Please don't ever take me literally on anything. I'm not a literal person. I am very much a complex thinker. I don't know the right word. You would think with a psych degree, I should know this, but it's been a long time. But I don't think literally. A lot of people in this community are literal. I am not. I think outside the box. I think I'm not a conspiracy, but I do think differently than many. But I'll also back it up with reason. I'm not going to just say something. Oh, remember when I said hyperbole? That was funny, though. I didn't know. And my vocabulary sucks because I'm not a reader. And I own that. But that doesn't mean I'm not smart. I'm not intelligent because I happen to be very intelligent. But logically, I'm just not, I don't know big words because I'm not a reader. I hate reading. And I'm very honest about it. Shut up, niece. Can't be mean to me. But you know what I'm saying, though? Ugh. Critical thinking has gone out of style, so the few of us that still do it shock the others. Amen to that. No, the first time I said it, I was reading something it was years ago, and I didn't know the word, and I think I said hyperbole, and everyone started like cracking up. Like, what the fuck is hyperbole? I was like, well, how the fuck you pronounce it? I think Burnt Toast made fun of me for it. I think she was the first one. She's like, it's hyperbole. I was like, well, it looks like hyperbole to me, like Super Bowl, hyperbole. Sorry. And then everyone was like, you're so stupid. Blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I'm not. I said, I don't know a fucking word. Kill me. There's a clip I good things about reading your kids, even the fridge lock that BJ. Oh, tell me about it. See, that's the thing, okay. I have said this for a long time. Once I got the chance to actually watch Clue and get to know her, not know her personally, but know her online, my whole view on her changed. And I was like, I could actually really get along with this girl, like outside of YouTube. And then the more I watched her and the more real, like at first I didn't like her at all. I was like, she's fucking fake as fuck, blah, blah, blah. But then I started realizing that she's actually really fucking cool. And I've said that from months now. That's why I don't understand why they're trying to get this hate train on me. And I've even said, I don't care if she likes me or not. I happen to like her. She doesn't have to like me. It doesn't mean I'm not going to like her. And I've told a lot of people to watch her. And if she had, I know in the beginning, racist, blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen it. See, Jen in Jersey, but there's no videos made about you. And to be fair, Clue's got me business. I can't ask for more than that. Like, people think, oh, you're sub poaching. No, but I run a business that I need to make money at. And I love when people suggest other people. And when people, someone like Clue, who does have a very large audience, whether it be YouTube or Kick, is saying really nice things about my candles, people buy them. And that helps me a lot. And that feeds my kids. That puts clothes on their back. That's helping, it's how I survive. So, and that's what I tell people. And I knew Clue would be honest about it. Oh, you got them? Thank you, agent. I thought you were getting it today. I haven't checked, but I did. I thought you were getting it today. Everyone likes the packaging. I'm not even get the packaging. You're welcome. But that's the thing, like, I want people to share my business. I want people to promote it. That means way more to me than anything. And the fact that Clue has got me business, she's going to get another free candle because she's gotten me a bunch of business. Every time more people come in that I know are from her, Clue gets another candle. That's how I do it. And I used to do that with Molly. I've done that with other people. And it helps build a business. There's no better way to build a business than word of mouth. But I can tell you, my daughter thinks that my diffusers are the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread. Best diffusers I've ever had. It took a little while. I wasn't that good at first. I think this last batch, I did something different, and I think it worked. I not think I worked. I got really good feedback on it. So I think I finally got it right. Thank you. The other week, someone was downing your candles on QB, and even Cletus piped up saying how much he liked them. That's what I'm saying. And I've heard Cletus and Clue do that, and that means more to me than anything. Thanks, agent. This clues Patreon's kick doesn't like me copying this. And yeah. So I mean, I appreciate it, even if Clue's mean to me, or doesn't like me. She's still very, really nice about the candles, and so is Cletus. And I appreciate that tenfold. Because to me, that's what matters. And even if B doesn't like me, I would send B a candle if she would promote him. If she would like him. I'll be fair. I owe Granny one. I promised Granny a candle like 5 fucking years ago. They're all gonna get a Britney candle. I do rise above the pettiness. I don't have time for it. Just like I don't have time to clip shit. She would still, you know what? Someone else did that. Yeah, because you know what happened with that Okie? I was listening to Queen and I'm in there. This was the other day and I'm in there. And the way Brittany had described it, it was, oh, she made a pool out of noodles and saran wrap. Well, if I had no idea what anyone was talking about, I could totally understand why someone would be like, what the fuck was that? So that's why I went on Facebook. I pulled up the video. I just ordered watermelon too. I went to my Facebook. I pulled up the video because I was driving and I posted on my community page. I said, B, go look at my community page. That's the pool that I made. And she was like, holy shit, that's way different than what I thought. I said, yeah. I said, it only took a couple of hours, but we had so much fun. We were just praying that the dogs didn't scratch them. But no, it lasted an entire year. When I say a year, like 7 months, 6 months. But by the following year, pools had come down a lot. But that's what we did for the summer of COVID. Yeah, I called my friend Will. I said, you got to help me build this trampoline pool. And I was actually on the phone. I'll never forget this. I was actually on the phone with Makeup Mobster, and Tiffany Marie, driving around trying to find a trampoline. And very depressed because I had gained so much weight. And I was like suicidal. It's on. We got it from my mods had told me about it on TikTok. They were like, you got to build a trampoline pool. I was like, what the fuck is a trampoline pool? Like, if anyone can do it, you can. So what the hell's a trampoline pool? So then I went on TikTok and I saw a lot of people were doing it. I'm like, this is cool as shit. I mean, I have videos somewhere of actually building it. I have no idea where they are, but they're in Google somewhere. But I was telling the kids like to wrap it around all that. It's not saran wrap. It's from U-Haul. We went through like 3 rolls from U-Haul, and I was like, all right, kids, we're just taking a turn. And they would go around because they were shorter, so it was easier. But they would go around 100 times, and yeah, it was crazy. But it worked. And then we got the filter in, and it lasted. I remember sometimes I did empty the whole thing because the filter would get stuck because we like had to put holes in it, and then it got messed up. So like after about 4 or 5 months, the filter stopped working, and then I would dump it, and then it became winter time, and then the next year we got a pool. I know, that's true too. They would never clean it. Pool's a pain in the ass. I grew up with an in-ground pool. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of watermelon candles. I just ordered some. No, it was too high for the dog. When we got the real pool, the dog came in. But then my landlord made us take the pool down last year, so I still don't know if I'm putting it back up yet. I haven't decided. The dog loves the pool. But I don't think Clue wanted to say it yesterday so I'm going to actually say it. Brittany in a pool? No. I see a big accident happening either with her boys or with a baby. No. The last thing Brittany needs is a pool. And how are they even going to fill it up? They don't even have fucking water. Do you notice? Like, someone said this yesterday, and I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Like, her kitchen doesn't have water. If you listen, she always says, like, shut the door. What kitchen would have a door? And I said this from the beginning. She may go into the bathroom to use the sink. It's just so crazy. Yeah, right? No, the pool was really nice, like, at night when after work or just relaxing, just to go in there and relax. It was nice, but it was too many bugs. That was the other thing last year, just too many bugs. Yeah, her electricity is messed up. I just do not see a pool working well for her. And I heard Melissa was like, yeah, I'll get you a pool or some shit like that. No, she does not need a pool at all. Oh, where you going, East Coast? Take me on a trip. I need to go on a trip. That's what I'm saying, Miss Bad Skirt. I don't think that her kids, she wouldn't put a fence up. She would never have a pool gate. You know what I mean? It's just not a good idea. That would be the worst thing she could have. And you know what freaked me out yesterday? I don't remember who I was listening to, but Melissa was on panel and she kept calling the baby angel baby. Melissa, that's not for a baby in a belly. Angel baby is, why would you keep calling her baby angel baby? I thought it was very weird. Yeah, my kids are excellent swimmers, and my mom always had the gate up. Right, Irish? I thought it was really weird. Yes, she kept saying angel baby, angel baby. I was like, oh my God, Melissa, stop. I'm trying to remember whose live it was. I mean, it was Brittany's live, but I can't remember exactly. Oh, it was the one where she showed her belly. You might be right, Fly. But it was so strange. Why would you say angel baby? Ew. I can deal with a disturbed mind, but she just said it over and over and over. I'm like, considering she lost a child, I would think she knows what an angel baby is. I mean, I'm sure she didn't mean that, but I just thought it was very fucking weird. And Brittany didn't even notice, like, went right over her head. I'm like, why does she keep fucking saying angel baby? Exactly. Those are children in heaven. And she just said it over and over and over and over. I'm like, are you trying to wish harm? And Brittany's so dumb, she didn't even notice. But it was fucking weird. I was like, if I'm 8 months pregnant and someone kept saying angel baby to me, oh, hell no. I'd be like, bitch, get the fuck out. Because that's a little weird. Bulb. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I did not think I was going to go on for 2 hours. Hey, Charlie. Oh, niece, you sent me something. Okay. Anyone type in chat? Oh, okay. Hold on, let me check. Oh, I'm glad I saw that while I'm still live. Hold on. Did she take it down? Oh, wait, no. Okay. Okay. Here is a perfect fucking example of what I'm talking about. All right? Perfect fucking example. So, I don't know when this was. Of course, there's no date. It's only a small clip. Me and the bee were fighting about something. The bee came after my parenting or my kids. I don't know. I don't remember the context. So Jonesin was so upset that I was on QB's panel like it's any of her business. So she posted a screenshot from months and months and months ago, if not years ago, I don't know when, of me kicking back at Queen Bee. But again, I don't know when this was. So this happened 3 days ago, by the way. Jonesin posted this. I just found out about it now. Now I know where the bee got it from. But even the bee fails to remember that I was fucking fuming. So let me say what I wrote. Okay? Well, Jonesin wrote, y'all remember what Laura CPS, because Jonesin is looking for someone to fight with, which is not going to be me, said on the bee's panel the other day, the part about her never thinking the bee actually scammed the community with the LOL suit with BHB. Let us not forget. Okay? So this is what I wrote. This is totally what I wrote. But tell me if you catch the keywords in this. Catch the key phrase in all this. Let me share it. Oh, wasn't that long ago, Amber? You low-life piece of crap. Bitch, at least my kids don't have a loser-ass fellow mom who thinks fighting is the norm. When you FOIA my house, you get 0 reports about me and my kids. I can get work because I'm not a felon. My children don't watch a mom who is stoned out of their mind 24/7. My ex is not calling the police to ever show bruises on their necks. My mom is not embarrassed of me, unlike you. My kids don't have to know their mom was in a drug raid. And my kids learned how to speak proper English from me and grew up in an upper class neighborhood and went to the best schools. So, little you oompa loompa looking white piece of low life trash. Now, up to that point, it sounds Laura's so horrible. But listen to the next. If you ever, and I do mean ever, mention my amazing children again, I promise you I will make Sinner and Jonesin look like angels. I'm not one of your simps, you psychotic cunt. I have no clue what the fuck Amanda Love is or any troll account. You are sick as fuck. A bunch of lying. 6 months ago. A bunch of. No. Hold on. No. That cuts off. I don't know what this is. Once upon a time, people don't seem to care that they were taken for the hard-earned money. Okay. Oh, there it is. No, this is a different post. These are all different posts. You walked away with over 150 in your pocket. Queen Bee was not sued by Betty over Dolly. Yeah, well, I was wrong about that. Was that like why are you only showing little pieces? Why not show the whole fucking thing? We all knew they slept together. It's none of your damn business who has sex, and not one post. What? He walked away, and that's it. It doesn't even show the rest. You can tell I was fucking pissed. She came after my kids, and that was my rant back. Why is this a secret? Why does this even fucking matter? Okay, so I was fucking pissed at her, and I wrote all this shit, but this is not the same post as this. This is two totally different posts. These are all three different posts that she connected together. I have no idea when this was. This, I think, was a long ass fucking time ago. But this one was 6 months ago. And this one is a whole different post because it's capitalized. And I was wrong about that. That she was not sued over Betty over Dolly. But Jonesin, all this because I went on her panel? Like, really? Are you that jealous that you didn't go on her panel? I don't understand. What the fuck is the point of this? Like, literally, what is the point? I don't get it. So me and Queen Bee were fighting. She pissed me the fuck off. And I went on a fucking crazy ass rant. And you're posting this like it matters? I don't get it. I mean, I'm honestly lost. Like, I don't get the point. Yeah, that's true too, Fly on the Wall. I never said what she said I said. And everyone was like, yeah, you did. No, I didn't. I did say my ex is not calling the police to ever show bruises on their necks. That I did say. But I didn't say what they thought what she accused me of. So God damn it, I stand by it. I never said that you caused things on your kid's neck. There's your proof. There's the proof. I do get mad and clap back. And I own that. Okay, maybe that was a little fucking harsh. But again, I don't remember what she said to me that caused me to get that mad. But it was something over my kids, obviously. Yeah, this is totally stirring up drama for no reason. I went on a fucking panel. We're not going out to fucking dinner together. It's like, I don't understand. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This kind of petty ass bullshit, there's no need for it. There's just absolutely no need for it. That's true too, Janessa. But I just don't get it. Like, I can see if one of Queen Bee's people may have posted something like this, like, Laura, you're trying to be nice to her. And I could even see B. Tim doing something like that. But question number one, why do you even have all this shit? Why do you still even keep it? That's question number one. I don't keep anything from these people. Like, I don't give a fuck what they did 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years. Who cares? Why do you guys keep all this shit? It's weird. Like, go get a life. Go do something. I mean, believe me, I'm very appreciative of those that do keep it for when I need it. But do you see me ever pulling up shit from any of them? No. We've all popped off. Even Sinner. I don't pull up shit from Sinner. I just don't get it. I'm not going to lie. I don't get it. Especially piecing together 3 different fucking things. It does feel like 4th grade. Do you know what you said? All because I went on a panel for 5 minutes and had laughs? It's fucking strange. I think she's bored fighting with Elevated Truth. And so they all, because I feel like the whole gray thinks they're going to fight with me or something. No, I didn't even see this till today. But you're piecing together shit. And hold on. I'm wrong. This is 6 months ago from when this was posted, not 6 months ago from today. So I don't know when that was actually, how long anyone's even hold on to this screenshot. I have no idea. This could be 2 years old. I mean, because she's got it cropped pretty good. And all 3 of them are 3 different things. See, I'm saying show the receipts. This was like 2 years ago. Oh, did you? When? What date? 6 months ago? Oh, why was I so mad 6 months ago? I seem to have been really mad 6 months ago. That was, Wispy thing was 7 months ago. What happened 6, 7 months ago that I was so mad at everyone? I don't remember. I know. Either way, you were upset and made a post. How dare I? But that's the thing. I don't even remember what she said about my kids, but obviously I was fucking pissed off. I mean, I was pretty fucking pissed off. I don't know who Amanda... I kind of vaguely remember this Amanda Love thing that I was blamed for being in an account. But yeah, everyone's allowed to be upset. Everyone's allowed to be mad. I kind of remember this vaguely. But I just don't get the point of this. I really, truly don't. This is kindergarten shit. That's what I'm saying. And I was obviously pissed, really fucking pissed off. But I just don't get, like I was saying, I can see like B. Tim posting something like this or calling me out on this. Why is Joneson posting it? I mean, that's fucking weird to me. And I mean that sincerely. My fight with Queen Bee has nothing to do with Joneson. You're not even friends with her or me. So what was the point? Stirring up drama, exactly. It goes back to the hate train. Why is Joneson worried about somebody fucking hating on me? Why does she care? Because remember, I'm so bad. I'm so horrible. I'm a CPS. I'm this. I'm that. I see, Janessa, I don't watch her. Just because I say it once doesn't mean I don't like. Yeah, I agree. It's just fucking strange to me. And that's the thing. I don't do these things. I just don't do these things to people. Yep. I agree, Agent. 100%. And my only guess, they're not going to fight with Queen Bee. They're not going to fight with Clue. They can't go after Brittany because I talk about Brittany. So they can't side with me. So where does that leave? The only person left for them to go after would be me. Well, that's not happening. That's the only thing I could think of. I can't think of any other reason. QB was kind of mean to me. But here's the thing, Nee. Since when is QB on a pedestal? Since when is QB the end all be all, whether she's nice to me or mean to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is Soup to tell Queen B to be mad or not be mad? Like, who the fuck cares if she's mean to me or not mean to me? Like, she's not a martyr. You know what I mean? That's why I just found that really fucking weird. Oh, I know I have many haters at Joneson. Many haters all over there. I don't care. It is Irish. It's poke, poke, poke. It's crazy. I'm glad I didn't see this. I thank you, niece, because like I saw this like perfect timing, which was today. All this divine intervention, Amber. All my divine intervention. Someone's looking out. Yep, I agree with that, niece. They just have to find something to be mad at. And if anyone says, and I swear by this, if anyone says anything like, oh, you support a CPS collar, blah, 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 blah. Again, there comes a point that you just let shit go. There comes a point that you just move on. If you're holding on to anger from something that has nothing to do with you from 5 years ago, then you might as well drink poison and expect your neighbor to die. That's all you're doing. If you were directly involved and you can't let go, okay. But you didn't even know either one of us at the time. And you're holding on to this anger that you had absolutely nothing to do with. All right, Angel. All right, Agent, I'm heading over there. And I am so tired of hearing Laura CPS. I could go on names for days with these people, but I don't. Post. Oh. Hold on. Dear Brittany subs. I wish it was audio. Dear Brittany subs, do you remember all the times she had said that CPS was called? This last time was because of the baby registry, which was total bullshit. That was a lie. She kept using the baby registry as an excuse to pull on your heartstrings. It worked. Some of you asked what else she needed to send or sent money for her to buy something for the baby. The cold truth is, was probably spent on fast food or alcohol for the Kreggers. Look at the first reason she gave. The kids aren't in school, followed along with the worker wanting to meet her at the boy's doctor appointment. There's your answer. The baby registry wasn't even a thing. She made it up because telling you that her kids can't miss any more school doesn't bring in the sympathy or money. I was over that registry, not just because of the robe she keeps bringing up, but because she was lying to all of you and using it to grift. It made me feel gross. I no longer wanted my name associated with it at all. Something else that's gross is people that willfully lie for her because they also get something out of it. I think she means moon. My question is, who feeds their kids at midnight and expects them to be able to get up for school the next morning? Exactly. I said that last night. It's a constant thing, and it takes an adult to set their schedule. She should be sitting those boys down to eat between 6 and 8 at the latest, but instead, Brittany's online. Those are the hard, cold facts. Many damn good people were treated like shit for trying to talk to her or give her advice. The same people she's lying on and acting like they did something wrong. Many of those same people spent days gathering stuff for her to use at court. You know, she didn't do a damn thing. All those people she has now, she traded treasures for crap. That's okay, though. We have a lot of great people in our little Discord that support each other. And you better keep their names out of your filthy fucking mouth, Brittany J. March 18th. They reported me again. 3 CPS calls. I'm really pissed off. Kids aren't in school. Rats, rodents, bugs all over the house. Dilapidated home. No prenatal care. Not feeding kids. She's going to meet me at the kids' doctor's appointment. You know how they have to make contact with the family. This is bananas. They told her I was doing drugs pregnant. That's the new allegation, and why they are doing the assessment. All the other allegations they would have just let go because they have been proven false. The problem is, can we see the whole thing? And this was March 18th. Legit calls, no false reports. I agree. Janessa. So she didn't. Now, I don't remember exactly, but there's nothing in here that's a lie, actually. Oh, she feeds her kids just at the wrong time. But didn't she say that she called the doctor or something? Yeah, I guess they said that she was. No, this is what they accused her of. Kids aren't in school, rats, rodents, and bugs all over the house, dilapidated home, no prenatal care, and not feeding kids. Those are the alleged allegations. But again, Brittany lies so much, we don't know. Because I actually don't understand why this would require a visit to the doctor, because this all has to do with home. So why would she meet you at the doctor for this? You know what I mean? She would want to go to the house. Oh, there's more? Oh, there's more. Hey, Moon, you made a sticker in our hijack mod chat. Even the DeLorean, who hasn't been around, she pegged your joint grift with BJ. I'm going to encourage her to make an updated Griffney song and include you. Maybe Queen will use it as an intro. Bye. Now I know why you asked me about coming back. Don't worry, Moon. You can be the crown queen, scooter scammer. I heard about your cringy bathtub lives. Ain't nobody lining up to drink your bathwater too, least of all mine. I just wanted to laugh at the audacity of you talking about anyone else getting money tipped to them. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I heard she went after Granny or something. She went on like a rant about Granny getting money or something. Got out, I saw. Oh, I actually saw the DeLorean made a video. I was kind of shocked. Yeah, calling CPS over a baby registry was the biggest bunch of crap ever. It's like, why couldn't, here's my question, why couldn't she just say this what it was? Why couldn't she just say, and why did her mods lie when she was saying it was about a registry? Why lie about it? Why did the mods lie? Boston, where you at? But seriously, Holly, why did the mods lie at this time? Holly, you were a mod then, right? In March? I think you were. If the mods knew that this was the reason, how come everyone lied? No, but it says right here. Oh, you were never a mod? I thought you were in the mod chat. My bad. But I'm saying that if the mods knew that this was all the reasons, why did they allow her to say that it was a baby registry? Because she would go off on them? I don't know. That's a pretty heavy fucking lie, though. Like, that's gross. Literally gross. I agree, Fana. That's true. Pathological liar. I don't know. It's fucked up. Pamela, I'm starting to agree with that. That's why everything is cut. We're only getting little pieces of it. It's, and I can't speak for anyone else. I can only speak for me. I wouldn't be mad at the mods. I just have questions. But I'm not mad at them for covering up for her. I get it. But what sucks is they are, it makes them like not, it kind of makes the other side seem, all right, for example, I'm just going to say this outright. Let's say it was Shayna. I always have a soft spot for Boston. So we're going to exclude Boston. I don't really know Shayna. But let's say Shayna and Marlena. All right. I'm just going with them two because their names rhyme. And they were two that came up at the top of my head. I don't even know if they were there for this. But Shayna and Marlena both run over to Jonesin and the gray side. So the gray side doesn't call them out for this kind of shit. Is that why they're dropping money all over the place over there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many questions, but I could be totally wrong. But to me, don't give me half-ass answers. I mean, don't give me half-ass things. Like, say the whole thing. Toxic people can leave others feeling unbalanced, even if they're mods. That's true. And Irish, thank you for saying it. It's fucked up that BJ put them in that situation that had caused them to make a choice like that. And that is true. Like, why would they do that? And Britt, I got news for you. Don't ever do Facebook like this. We did that. And people are still threatening to drop him from 2019. Some allowed in their names Somehow their names in those ROs, BJ tried to get, and I think that they're now worried in the. But you know what I'm saying though, Lovey? Like to me, I don't care what mod it is, but if you're gonna drop it, there's more to this conversation. Like, and I don't know if Angela only got this small amount or if she's the one cutting and slicing it, but I don't know. It almost seems like Angela's a spokesperson for the ex mods and they don't want to get in trouble, but no, just drop it, own your shit, and move on. Isn't that what they always tell me? Yeah, I do. I feel like there's a lot of shadiness going on, like a lot. From Brittany, from whatever mods it was, like the mods don't want to get in trouble. Surely a CP. I don't think unless they're in your house though, like the way she lives and being in that woodsy area, I'm sure she does have mice. She's surrounded by fields. So maybe wearing the legal. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I just think a lot of them were shady, except Boston. I love my Boston, but I don't know. I just feel like a lot of them are fucking shady. And then they ran over to the gray side being shady. And now the gray side thinks they're going to put focus on me to ignore them. I don't know. Oh, you got him, Criminal Man? Yay, that's 2 orders out Thursday. I think I had like 6 today, 4 tomorrow, and then the ones I got to mail out tomorrow. That's true, Amber. But I feel like there's like this diabolical plot going on. And they all figure everyone's going to go over this and everyone's going to talk about this. So let's steer away from Brittany so the mods don't get in trouble. And I don't know. And it's not going to work though. The calls are more centered around the kids. They don't push the house. Well, it's not just that, but you're going to love a mermaid. It's not just that. It's that you really can't do anything from mice if it's field mice. I mean, if they're like crawling all over the house and shit, that's one thing. But you know what I mean? Pam says, hence why she didn't want a pregnancy news getting out. CPS would be on her back. Yeah, but no, I was going to say they would find out anyway. Tell me she's broke. She has $1,000. Yeah, but you can pay that phone off. It's only like $30 a month. That's true. BJ got those mods listed on the C&Ds involved, unfortunately. Yeah, that's true. Cats must be as lazy as shit. That's true. They got cats. No, it's Brit. I don't think it's snoring, though. I think it's more. Oh, you hear that? Oh, that's probably the dog. Where's the dog? Oh, yeah, little Winston's right next to me. I didn't even see him. That's my little Maltese. They hear you snoring. I didn't even realize he was snoring.
Dayton Turkle.
Hold on. Hey, can I call you back?
Yeah.
What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm live.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Call me back. Well, I'm at work. I'm on break, but just a summary, right? I still want to bring Xander.
No. All right. Can't talk about this now. Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you too.
Teenagers. She probably did. Oh, I can't believe you guys heard Winston. I didn't even hear him. And then I looked over. I saw he was like right next to me. Yeah, but I would never ask my mods to lie for me like that and then say it was from the registry. Like, that's just dumb. Hey, Yvette. Yvette, were you a mod during this time? Or you were already long gone? Were you a mod in March? I just have a question. No hate, no mad, not mad. Just a question. But I can't seem to find one that was a mod then. I just, on a personal level, I would never ask my mods to lie for me like that. That's crazy. Like, why would you ask your mods to lie like that? That puts them in such a fucked up position. And personally, I feel like the Gray Gang, they were like hawks on her people. But I also know she had different mod rooms. You've told us mods not even to defend you, to protect us. I'm done being quiet, though. Ah, thanks, Amber. And I'm done telling you to be quiet. I've had it. Because she thinks it vindicates her and then involves them and they can't turn their backs. Maybe. But I just can't imagine. Calling CPS a waiver registry based on page 4 of the pic. Sounds like CPS worker wanted to meet her at the doctor's office to do a test on her to see if she's doing drugs. It doesn't sound like she was taking the boys for a health check to be observed. Am I reading this wrong? Not surprising in the least, but in Virginia, she would get charged with educational neglect. Same old story with her. Despite the chaos, I met 6 other fabulous women through the mod chat. Some of us have even met, vacation together, and we chat every day. Talk on calls at least once a week. We have a sisterhood. I'd go to my grave for any of them. Is that PJ? No, that's not PJ, her mod, right? At least she's consistent in her manipulation. Read this. You're not making sense. CPS always has contact with children. No, they don't. I'm not getting what you're saying. Rebecca, I don't know who you are, but CPS was called on me 5 times. At not one of them did they ever even ask for a doctor's name. So that's bullshit. Maybe if you have a definitive caseworker. Not always, unless there's an issue that caused exactly CPS to attend doctor. Oh, Rebecca's your best friend. Oh, that's right. CPS doesn't just go to doctor appointments. I suspect they, yeah. CPS never even asked me who the kids' doctors were ever. In all 5 calls, not one. Who's their doctor? Never asked me. I don't even think they asked me what school they went to. It's very common for CPS to contact the school if it involves allegations of neglect. Yeah, that's true. No, it's truancy. It says in the messages, kids not going to school. That's what all the haters were screaming. I bet Rebecca's her. You want to bet Rebecca's her? Or Craig? Or the mother-in-law? Or her daughter? I bet Rebecca's her kid. They miss school. They don't go to the doctors, etc. You don't think that that goes CPS? Yeah, I do. I think it's her daughter. Started November 8th of 2025. Totally her daughter. I'm convinced it's her daughter. Especially with the timing of when it started. No content, new account. Sticking up for her everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah, it's her daughter. Oh. Are you stupid? CPS never ever goes to a doctor's appointment or just any regular call. They only take it to that level when they have a reason to believe the child is not getting needed health care or is being physically abused. I agree with that. She's never mentioned them going to the doctor before. They allegedly did drug tests, but not at the doctor from her mouth. That's true too. My neighbor had to do parenting classes and almost went to jail for kids. Yeah, I remember my neighbor had that. They would come around. I don't understand. I couldn't wait for my kids to go to school. And they loved school. Like, they never wanted to be home. We hated, weekends. Like, oh, we can't wait to go back to school. I was like, is it Monday yet? Well, these people that homeschool, I'll never understand either. I love my kids, but who the hell wants to be around them 24/7? Sorry, not sorry. Rebecca runs her mouth all day, every day. No, I go on Queen's panel and maybe a few times a week. So you really believe that someone on YouTube has been calling CPS on BJ every time? She has never shown proof of who called because she doesn't have it. She blames it on YouTube for sympathy, just like she's doing with the registry. She lies. Get over it. What's that got to do with anything? She admitted she fibs, but they all do. She's the only one under a microscope. This has to be her daughter. Has to be. And I never even saw this account before like 3 days ago. 2 days ago. I give grace to the ex-mods, 100%. I agree with that. I totally give grace to them. I'm not mad at them at all. I'm just kind of curious. I just want to know why they stuck up for her. Based on page 4 of the pics. And I honestly, I've never heard of a CPS worker going to a doctor unless it was like someone that's already working with CPS, not like a random call. Right, Retha? They don't want to be around me all day. She's going to meet me at the kid's doctor. You know how they have to make contact with the family. But making contact, all you have to do is call. And then when you got back to the doctor, they would meet you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was another thing. She said they went to the wrong house for a month. Really, Brittany? So did they first said dilapidated home, kids aren't in school, rats and rodents and bugs, no prenatal, not feeding kids. And then over here, they told her I was doing drugs, pregnant. That's a new allegation. And why they are doing the assessment. What assessment, though? She never mentioned an assessment. All the other allegations they would have just let go because they have been proven false. Story was she was on the phone with CPS. They wanted to speak with her in person. She said she has a doctor's appointment. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense, though. Oh, I agree with that, Rebel. Is it a drug assessment? She definitely had something done because it says all the other allegations they would have let go. So there was definitely something done. So was doing drugs. So now they think she decided to do drugs because she was pregnant? Yeah, drugs weren't new. Oh, okay. Yeah, so well, that's interesting. So she got another drug assessment and never told anyone? I mean, not that we're entitled to it, and not that matters. I'm just saying. She must be given state the other house address. That's how she gets around getting free insurance. Maybe. Yeah, okay, it's horrible. They're sick all the time. I have never seen a house so sick in my entire life. That tracks with a screenshot of her telling people to report QB. Report QB for what? Yeah, it is a poisonous house. I agree. Yeah, no, the assessment was for the drugs. Hey, Justin, I'm actually getting off in a minute. Oh, I agree, Rebel. It probably is mold, black mold. She is a liar. And that's the thing. We don't even know if this is true. She lies so fucking much. Craig failed his drug test? This one? The newest one? I bet mods know more. Mad Dog, you never saw her kitchen pics? They're vile. Well, tip, they definitely have different bedrooms. We know that much. Mold, dust, files, roaches, mice. Ew. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, she never said anything about drug test. I'm telling you, her mods know a lot more than they're letting on. I say we encourage this mod panel stream to happen. They're all over on the gray side. I think the mods that were listed here were on the gray side besides Boston. But I don't think Boston would talk, to be honest. I really don't. Boston's a pretty loyal person, I can tell. I don't think she would say anything. I think that's what I always liked about Boston. Oh, you failed the first test? Yeah, Angela could definitely hold a mod panel. Without a doubt. Yeah, it fell for pot. All right, I'm going to get off though. I got to eat something and I got to get some orders ready. For those of you that got your orders, I am glad that you love them. I hope they smell amazing. Make sure you order more. I'm actually rotating candles this weekend. I'm going to be adding more, changing out some. But I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank you guys for listening. Like I said, this was a one and done. I will not discuss it again unless someone comes to me privately and has questions or wants to ask me about anything. But I promise you, you're going to get the same story you've always gotten. And Clue, I'm sorry that they did this to you on today when drama's the last fucking thing you're thinking of. And I hope your mom is better. How can you order? Hold on, I will get you the link. Since my mods don't drop them enough. No. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. There you go. That's where you can order some amazing candles, wax melts. Actually, just made a shitload of wax melts. Lotions, sprays. I got it all. Yeah, there's no way she's having a baby in that house. No way, no how. Not going to happen. That would be the sickest thing ever. Ever. Clue's mom is in the hospital. She was in a really bad car accident last night, and she's in ICU. But she's breathing. Like, she's alive. And last I heard, which was this morning, she'll be fine. They will possibly go into another room. But it happened when she was live yesterday. It was pretty sad. And I guess her mom lives like 5 hours away, so she couldn't get a hold of anyone. But what it made me do, I am now, when my parents come, I'm going to add them to my Life 360, which I never even thought. It's just me and the kids. But after hearing that, I'm like, you know what? I should do that with my parents. I should fucking get my mama and Howard on there. So right now they're away on vacation. So, all right. I will see you guys later. Yeah, she's got broken ribs, like 8 broken ribs, clavicle, but she's going to be okay. So that's good. Yeah, it happened when she was live. So, all right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. I doubt I'll be again live unless something pops off, but I doubt it. I think I'm going to do some orders, eat dinner, play a game. Such an exciting life. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. And that's it. Thank you guys. Make sure you get your candle orders in. And energycandles.com. And just to finish out what I started, if you don't know me, you want to get to know me, just ask me. I'm not this horrible person. I am not this fucking liar or anything else. Just ask me. Get to know me. That's all. Right? I'm telling you, I'm adding my parents. I was like, I gotta add them. Just in case. I think Angela should do a mod panel. But they're all over on the gray side, so a lot of the mods that I think were here besides Boston run into Joneson. I think. I don't know. But all right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for listening to me. And make sure you hit the thumbs up on your way out. All right? Peace out. And don't listen to haters. Fuck the haters. Fuck the bullshit. Peace.